Hi everyone, I hope you guys are able to see me. Just let me know in chat if you good to see people joining in today at 7:30 my live. Yeah, okay, cool. Hi, thank you Ratel. I was just looking to see if I was visible to you guys. So good to see everybody who is joining. Hi Mohammed, hi Vipul, and okay, so don't worry about I wasn't even able to solve a single set in DILR. So I think maybe you're talking about a mock as such, but don't worry, it's not an issue as such. Every day you have to add new things you can actually solve in the DILR section, and today we'll add roots and networks to that set of things that you can do. And hopefully by the next time you are there in front of a mock, you will find something that you can actually do. If a roots and networks set come, I hope that you will be able to solve it. I'm sorry guys about delaying the class today. It was earlier meant to be at 5 p.m. but we have delayed it to 7:30 p.m. So thank you guys everybody for joining in today, and good to see a lot of people joining in, and thank you so much guys who are joining in. Guys, please like the stream, and please share the stream with whoever is preparing for CAT. It's really good to see all of you guys join in. I'm really sorry for the delay, but essentially we felt it would be better at this slot, so we shifted for today. Mostly we will not do it at a short notice, so really apologies for today as such. Somebody asked me, I'm not able to score more than 60, please help. Mohan, I think 65, just take it as that you have laid the foundation of your attempt. Now every mark from here, you will have to figure out where you can get it. So you'll have to essentially see that, okay, I was missing questions from functions, or I was missing questions from logarithms. Now I'll put in take a lot of topic tests, so that anything that comes from that topic, I should be able to solve it under 2 minutes. So every mark from here, you have to essentially add by putting in a lot of effort as such. But it is doable. Just think of it where you are losing marks and add one by one topic at a time, and you should be able to do much better. Which slot do somebody asked me which slot I am in? I am in the second slot. Both me and Maruti are in the second slot as such, so I hope it's a good slot, but I'm not able to. Okay. Will all varieties be covered under this topic? So in roots and networks, I'll be telling you what are the two things where basically you have traffic flow as well as water flow through pipelines. So I'll be telling you how to actually deal with those kind of sets. We'll be solving two sets. One is an easy set and one is a slightly hard actual CAT level set. Not hard, also moderate level set. So all those who are joining in first, thank you all of those who have joined us. Guys, please like the stream. Please share the stream with whoever is preparing, and also please head over to cracku.in/live. there will be a LRDI test. All of you will be able to solve this LRDI test. Essentially I just want okay, if anything comes from arrangements, I'll be able to do. If anything comes from games, Hi guys, do let me know if you are able to see me back live. Hi. Guys, do let me know if you are able to see me. Yeah, sorry about that. I just had a bad connection. I shifted over to another connection, so hopefully we should not have any issues anymore. Yeah. Thank you guys for waiting. I'm really sorry for the buffering, but I think we'll be on a better connection now, so I don't think we'll have any problem, hopefully. Sorry, is this blurry now, or are you guys able to see? Do let me know if you are seeing it blurry, or or you guys are able to see it now. Just check Abhishek and Shrikar, can you guys just reload? It sometimes appears blurry after reconnection, so just try to reload that page, maybe it will go away. funny, and anybody who's seeing it a bit blurry, just guys please reload the page. It should improve as such once you reload the page. I think yeah, I don't think there is a problem with the connection or the video as such. I think it just you need to reload the page. Okay, yeah. I think just please those who are finding it blurry, just please reload the page. It should go. Okay, so good to see all of you guys over here, and many on the site as well. Guys who are joining us, please like the stream and please share the stream with whoever is joining us. And sorry for the delay as such, and for the drop in connection. So please head over to cracku.in/live. The test will be on cracku.in/live. I see a lot of people have already gone in. So if you have not joined there, please join in at cracku.in/live. And today there will be two sets. One is an easy LR roots and network set, which is like an 8-minute set, which is on the easy side, but essentially I want it to be there so that you guys firstly get the confidence that you understand the concept and how to solve that. And secondly, there will be a 12-minute set, which is a proper CAT level set. So this would be, the second one would be a proper CAT level set. So this is something that you would be able to solve with like practice and knowing how to actually solve. So the first set sets you up, and I hope that you are able to solve both sets as such. With the practice from first, you get to solve the second also. So please be ready with your pen and pencil. I will be putting this at 7:45 p.m. and I'll be putting this by 8:05 p.m. Okay, so I hope all of you guys are ready. Actually, maybe earlier because it's a short set and an easy set. So I hope that you guys are able to do both of them, and I hope you guys are ready to do both of them. Someone's asking, ma'am, please have a session on maximization, minimization. So I think you are talking about Venn diagrams, maximization, minimization. I'll do that actually. I was planning on seeing what all topics have been missed in LRDA, and I want to do that. So I'll try to do that either on Thursday or something like that. I'll try to do that on Venn diagrams, maxima, minima. But it's kind of a long topic and each set takes a lot of time. So I would actually suggest, I think in DC8, there is one maximization, minimization problem in DC8. If you have not solved DC8, please do take it and actually see the mock analysis video for mock video solution video for that, because Maruti has put up like a 40-minute video explaining the entire concept from start to like end. So if you are somebody who struggles with Venn diagram, maxima, minima, firstly attempt DC8 and also see the mock solution video, because Maruti has like 40 minutes he has just gone into every single detail aspect of it and made sure that it's like, if you know that, if you see that video, you will be able to answer. Okay guys, so we'll be, should we try to, what topic should be covered to cope with leaving geometry in cons? Mohan, don't leave geometry in cons. You can leave aspects of it which you are not very particularly comfortable with. So suppose if you struggle with, say, certain aspects of it, you can leave that, but essentially do at least the formulas. You should know the formulas by default. And if you are like, for example, if you struggle with circles, then it's fine to leave a subtopic, but not the entire geometry. For example, if you consider even geometry, coordinate geometry that comes inside geometry generally is on the easier side. If you consider, say, solids, the formula, if you remember the formula for solids, there are very few variations that you can actually ask in it. So all of these type of questions you shouldn't skip or you shouldn't miss. So don't leave out geometry entirely. You can leave out, say, tougher questions on like, say, circles, etc. within geometry, but don't leave geometry entirely. Okay, so guys who are joining in, I see a lot of people have joined us today. So please like the stream. I see 110 people on YouTube and only 67 likes. So please guys, like the stream and please share it with whoever is preparing for CAT. Also, if you haven't started taking dash CATs, please start taking dash CATs. I would suggest that before CAT day, you should at least at the very minimum do DC1 to DC5, dash CAT 1 to dash CAT 5. So I hope you guys have started taking and you are taking every single Sunday. And try to take it within your own slot so that you are in that mindset that, okay, this is my slot on a Sunday, I will take it in this time period. And not just take it, but also analyze the mock, see which questions you got incorrect, see which questions you spent too much time in, see which formulas you forgot, make sure that you revise those formulas. You do topic tests for whatever areas are your weak areas. So you have to be like completely on mocks like in this particular last 1 month. So keep taking mocks, keep analyzing it, and be very, very focused on how to improve your mock performance as such. Okay. Is the 199 offer for Dashcad 1 to 5? Yes, we have a massive sale going on, so please do check out like the CAT mock test. This as such, we are offering deep discounts for the first few mocks, so please do check that out. Okay, so I'll be starting the first easy set soon. So whoever has not headed over to cracku.in/live, please head over to cracku.in/live. The first set I'll put it in exactly 5 minutes. Okay. So firstly, before we start, I want to give you a brief overview of how to solve roots and networks questions. There are two ways. One is to use the network diagram itself. So what is a network diagram? Where if you have a network diagram, you have these nodes connected by like either pipes or roads or whatever. The nodes represent either cities or junctions. So essentially nodes are the points in a route, and the lines connecting are essentially the roads or pipes connecting that route. So if water flows, it flows through a route, right? If people travel, they travel through roads. They travel through cities, through junctions. So junction cities become nodes, the roads become the lines connecting them. The direction or the arrow indicates in what direction flow can occur. So if this is only one arrow, it's unidirectional flow. If it is there, two arrows are there, it's bidirectional flow. So this is the network diagram. Whenever you have a roots and networks kind of a set, first, if the diagram is not already given, try to draw the diagram, because sometimes by drawing that diagram, you get an instinctive feel about how things are placed relative to each other, and the diagram itself can help you understand how what would be an optimal route to take as such. But at times the network diagram is given, and it might not be enough to actually solve the set. So basically there are two ways to solve the set. One is using the network diagram, and other is converting this network diagram into a table. I use both of these methods depending on the situation as such. Sometimes the network diagrams are instinctive or intuitive enough for you to actually just follow the network diagram. So for example, if the cost of traveling is given, I can directly use that, okay, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. I can directly use the network diagram to find out the cost of each route. If the number of routes is small, so suppose like 3 or 4 routes are there, I will actually write down the table, because it becomes easier for me to manage with the table. So if there are only 3, 4 or 5 routes, the table makes more sense. If there are multiple routes, okay, there are like 8 nodes connected by bidirectional roads and all of that, then the number of routes that are possible suddenly explodes. Then you have like 10 routes possible or 15 routes possible, and then making a table becomes unwieldy. In such cases, it is better to stick with the network diagram. So either you use the network diagram or the table. If there are very few routes possible, use the table. It is actually a more flexible way of calculating things. If there are a lot of routes possible, use the network diagram. That is how to solve. Now, one more additional concept is there when it comes to roots and networks, where instead of routes, suppose you have pipelines or network of pipelines and water is flowing. So in that case, basically if water flows say from here A to B, okay, and from B to say C, and C to D, and B to E. See, remember, in whatever pipeline kind of diagram you have to remember an important equation, that is inflow is equal to outflow plus storage. So essentially whatever volume of water flows into a particular junction, some part of it will be stored and the other part of it will be outflow. Storage can be both positive as well as negative. Positive means that the junction B, suppose B is actually storing water. It is taking water from A, keeping some water and then leaving out some other water. Or it can be negative, indicating that B is taking water from A. It has its own source of water which is adding to this water, and then it is putting out the water to the parts which are down the line. So that is C, D and E. But always remember, inflow is outflow plus storage, especially when you have a pipeline system. Or even if you have traffic, okay, if the network diagram shows that, okay, 20 cars came from A to B and from 10 cars went out from B to C and 5 from B to D, then what you can infer is that 5 cars stayed in city B as such. So the destination for 5 cars was city B. So this particular equation can work even when you have traffic moving and the values for traffic are given. So just remember this basic thing. Storage, positive storage indicates that some things are being kept on the node, that is being stored in the node. Negative storage means that some things are starting from that node and going out. So if positive storage is there, that means B is retaining water that it receives from A. If it has negative storage, it is adding back to the water it is receiving from A. So these are the two things that you have to remember when it comes to routes and networks. So with that, I'll be giving the first question. So if you guys have not headed over to cracku.in/live, please head over now and please be ready with your pen and paper. The first set is a very easy set. I don't think a set this easy will actually come in CAT, but it is instructive. It tells you how to think if an actual question comes, how to actually deal with that. So given having said that, I expect all of you to solve this first set. And the second set will essentially, the first set will prepare you for the second set. So please be ready. I'll be posting the first question now. Okay. I hope all of you guys are ready. I'll be answering the questions, whatever doubts you have asked now. Okay. So best of luck, guys. Also, whoever has not yet liked the stream and shared the stream, please like the stream, guys. It helps us a lot when it comes to preparing for these streams and holding more of these streams. If we see a lot of people online and if we see a lot of people actually engage with us with likes and shares, then it helps a lot for us to do more of these streams. So please, guys, like the stream. It means a lot to us. And if you have not already started preparing for CAT, if you have not already started taking mock CATs, please start taking dash CATs. It is very important that you take one dash CAT every single weekend. Do not miss a single dash CAT. This is the time when you should be like taking 1 or 2 mocks every week. Okay. So also somebody was asking if we have the dash CATs for just 199. Yes, we have the first 5 dash CATs with video solutions for just rupees 199. So please do check out the dash CATs. They are very high quality mocks taken by a lot of students. And they will also be with video solutions. So wherever you actually have any issues, they can be ironed out with the help of the mocks. Okay. Pallavi, I hope you guys are all at cracku.in/live. With the post of the questions, you will see that on the page you will have this YouTube video code, and below that the first question will appear. So just scroll down, you should see this first question and click on view instructions if it is not already loaded. The view instructions will show you the instructions that you see over here. Okay. Reading on the video is slightly difficult. So please go to view instructions to see the instructions. So I have Pankaj is saying that I have completed algebra, arithmetic and number systems. I am not doing algebra. Geometry, arithmetic and number systems. I am not doing algebra. My target is 90 to 95 percentile. So if that is done, geometry, arithmetic and number systems is done. I would suggest that keep doing like 10 question practice from these 3. Don't lose touch with them. But at the same time, add some easier topics from modern maths. For example, logarithms and surds. Logarithms and surds, many students have this complex about it that it is difficult, but it is actually not. Mostly actually the questions that come in actual CAT on logarithms tend to be ridiculously easy. I mean much lower in level of difficulty as compared to arithmetic and algebra. Far easier than arithmetic and algebra. So if you have done all of these 3, focus on logarithms and surds, and also try to take a look at the easier functions questions. So you'll be adding like 3 to 9 marks by just doing that. So 3 to 9 marks would be like a huge difference to your percentile as such. Okay, you can mute Saurabh. I'll be trying to answer the questions that anybody has asked. So if you want to focus on this, please try to mute the stream. So somebody said that Vishakha is saying graph in data structure. So I'm not sure what exactly you are referring to. Please, can you just, if you have a proper query, can you just post it again, because I'm not able to understand from that question as such. Sorry, Arya, I hope you're able to see the stream now. If just try to check the stream, settings for the stream. For example, if you go to YouTube, if you click on quality, you will see auto quality might be set to like 144 pixel, which is slightly lesser, which will mean that your the video will be blurry. If you set it to a higher value like 480p, you should be able to see a better resolution for the stream as such. Okay, so a lot of people have asked, have we seen any roots and networks question in the recent CAT papers? Yes, I think it was in CAT 2018 or 19, I'm not sure. It was a roots and networks question where you had a network of lights, and instead of given a network diagram, you had a table that was given. But it was there in 2018 or 19. I'm not sure at this moment, but it basically was a flight kind of a structure. And I think even after that, did it come? I didn't see for the other slots, but I think there was another one recently. But I know for sure that there was there in 2018 or 19 on flights. And again, essentially they keep repeating these every few years. So I actually think it is likely, given that there are 3 slots and you have to actually put something similar across slots, roots and networks would be likely. You have 40 minutes to do. Roots and networks can be done in short amount of time and have like a fairly high difficulty level. All of that makes it a good fit for this version of CAT. So Ratul is asking that triangles are sometimes a headache, but I don't want to leave it. What to do? Want to maximize the see, triangles are, the thing is with triangles is that you can't leave triangles, because even when you have solids, sometimes the base concept is of triangles. They will give you a cone, but the actual concept that you need to use to solve the question is of triangles. So triangles is kind of very, very fundamental to geometry in when it comes to CAT. That is like 60% of geometry, then the rest 30% or 20-30% is circles, and the remaining 20% is all of the rest of the things, including coordinate and this. So triangles is kind of fundamental. So I would suggest that if you're struggling with it, don't attempt it the first time around, but have a good hold on all formulas and have the structure of what formulas that you that should come to you immediately with each type of question. So you should know the like angle bisector theorem, the cosine rule, all of those things should immediately come to you whenever you see a question based on that type. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, Imtiaz, you are not able to upload the hall ticket. So just try to, we'll try to help you. So Suri is there as part of the chat group. So we'll try to help you. I'm sorry about that, but please try to upload it at some other point of time. Let us see how people are doing with this. See, as I expected, a lot of you will be able to solve this. This is an easy set, but those who got it wrong, don't be disheartened. It is easy, but essentially you have to remember that this will set the stage for the next set, which is the important set as such. Okay, so I hope you guys are able to solve this. If not, we'll be doing it soon. Okay. Imtiaz, don't worry, we'll try to do something so that you are able to take the test. This was an easy set, so just be ready for the next set by that time. We'll try to do something. If not, just try to see the video and try to solve it, okay? So I hope you guys have started taking dashcats. Please do let me know how you are doing in dashcats, how what your performance has been in dashcat and recent dashcats as such. So my ma'am, most of the part is LR or DI. So DI, essentially what has happened is that DI is there are table based sets etc. that are there in CAT. Every year you will see 2 table based sets or 1 chart plus 1 table based set. But what has happened is that even within that there is a lot of logical reasoning that goes on. The pure database, the pure data interpretation sets are gone. most of the data interpretation sets that you have a element of logical reasoning involved. So they won't give you like the exact value. They'll say that, okay, this value can be inferred by using a lot of clues. So all of that aspect is there. Even in LRDI, some amount of quantitative or data interpretation work has been added. So it's kind of a mix of LRDI, with LR actually kind of being like 70% and DI 30% as such. So most of the time I would suggest that LR part is the most important, because without logical reasoning, it would be difficult to even solve the pure DI sets. As in, there are no pure DI sets anymore. Okay, so let's get started with this. This is an easy set, and understanding this will help you with the second set. So the given figure is a network of water tanks, where tank A is the reservoir and tanks B, C, D, E, F are located in various towns. The tanks B, C, D are self-sufficient, that is, they neither give their internal supply to other towns nor retain water from the reservoir. So essentially, whatever is the inflow, there is no storage, neither negative or positive storage. Whatever is the inflow will be the outflow for B, C, D. And tanks E and F are entirely dependent on water from the reservoir, so that they have no, they don't have water of themselves. Whatever is the inflow is what is stored in them. Each of the tanks is connected by the pipelines as shown below. The arrow indicates the direction of flow of water. The water flowing through each of the pipes is less than 10 kiloliters, an integral multiple of kiloliters. No two pipelines connected to a tank have the same quantity of water flowing through them. So basically, each of these pipes has some integral value of kiloliters flowing, which is less than 10 as such. And no two pipes connected will have the same quantity of, connected to a tank will have the same quantity of water flowing. So essentially, so this is basically for the tanks B, C, D, E and F, because over here it is written the flow through the pipelines connected to A, and A is either 9 kiloliter or 1 kiloliter, and flow through two of them is the same, because A is the reservoir. So it means that AD can be 9 or 1 and AC can be 9 or 1, and 2 can be, like, if it is 1, then both of these are 1, or one of them is 9 and 2 will be 9 and 1 will be 1. So what is the first question is, what is the flow through AC? The first thing that we notice is you have outflow of 6 kiloliters from C. Now, as I mentioned, B, D and C are not storing any of the water as such. They are neither adding nor removing water, which means whatever is the inflow will be equal to the outflow. And E and F are entirely dependent on the water that is coming in, which means that whatever is whatever is the inflow is stored in E and F as such. So if you see CF is 6, and if CF is 6, the outflow is 6, right? So the inflow has to be greater than or equal to 6 as such, because there is CF is 6 plus CD, which means that the inflow at least has to be 6, which means that AC cannot be equal to 1. This has to be equal to 9. So 2 of them are equal, 2 of them are same. So that means 2 of them are 9, and this means that AD is 1. So a big part of the puzzle is done. This is 9, 1, 1, 9, 1, 9. Now another thing that we are told is that no tanks, see, each of these values is less than 10, and there is like no two tanks have the same amount of water flowing through. They are connected by pipes having the same amount of water flow through them. So if this is 9, this cannot be 9 and this cannot be 9, which means that any tank that you have has to have a unique value for the pipes that are connected to it. So that is true for B, D, C, E and F. Now if that is the case, let us try to figure out what will be the value such that this is unique as such. See, essentially consider if this is X. You have 9 inflow, and from B you have X going to D. So that is if 9 is the inflow, this is equal to BD plus BE. So if BD is X, what is BE? BE will be 9 minus X. Now over here you have 1 coming in, you have X coming in. Over here 6 is the outflow, okay? 9 from AC it is 6, and CF is equal to 6 and plus CD. So how much would be CD? Inflow will be equal to outflow, so this means that this is 3. So if you consider node D as such, you have 1 plus 3, that is the inflow, plus X coming in, this is inflow, and outflow is 2 and DF. So how much would be DF? DF would be equal to X plus This is x plus 4 minus 2. So this is x plus 2. So this is x plus 2. This is 6. So this would be x plus 8. Now how much would this be? This is 9 minus x plus 2. So this will be 11 minus x. Now I have written everything in terms of x. But the condition that we have to remember over here, firstly, is that inflow is equal to outflow. But also that each of these values has to be unique. They can't be repeated values. So what does that mean? This means that each of these 9 minus x, x, etc. have to be integers less than 10 and have to be unique values. So let's consider x can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It has to be less than 10 because it is given that water flowing through each of these is less than 10 kiloliters. Now x plus 2 is less than 10, which means that x cannot be 8 as such, now nor can it be 9 because this is x plus 2. So 8 and 9 is removed. Can x be 7? If x is 7, what happens? This is x is 7, so this is 7. This is 2, this is also x, 9 minus x will become 2. So E is connected to two pipes that are of value 2. So x cannot be 7 also because then E will be connected with two pipes which are of value 2. Now x can it be 6? So this will be 6, this will be 3, this will be 2. No condition violated till now. This will be 8. So x can be equal to 6. Can x be equal to 1? If x is equal to 1, AD is 1 and BD is 1. So D is connected to two pipes with value 1. So it cannot be 1. Can x be 2? If x is equal to 2, BD is 2 and DE is 2. So both values can't be 2. So x can't be 2 also. Can x be 3? BD and CD both will be 3. So x cannot be 3 also. Can x be equal to 4? If x is equal to 4, this is 4. This is 6. So F will be connected to DF which is 6 and CF which is also 6. So it can't be 4 also. So what we are left with is 5 and 6. Can x be 6? So if it is 6, what is the value? If it is 5, this is 5. This becomes 4. This becomes 7. And so 9, 4, 5 unique 1, 9, 3, 6, 7, 2. No repetition. So 5 is an okay value. Can x be 6? So if it is 6, this is 9, this is 3, this is 8, this is 6, this is 2, and this is 3, this is 1, this is 9. So again, no repetition. So even 5 and 6 both are acceptable values as such. So we get a possible value for x and we get possible values for BD, DF and BE based on the possible values for this as such. Now based on these values, what do we get value for E? If x is equal to 5, this is equal to 6. That is the storage in E. If x is equal to 6, it is equal to 5. If x is equal to 5, this is equal to 13. Otherwise, it is equal to 14. The value of x plus 8. So we have the entire network diagram as such. So once we have this entire network diagram, we can now go on to answer the questions based on the two possibilities that we have. The flow through the pipelines connected to A is either 9 kiloliter or 1 kiloliter, and the flow through pipeline AC is how much? So as we saw, AC can only be 9. So the answer to this is 9. Let's take a look at the next question. Which of the following can't be the flow of a pipe connected to D? So D can be 1, 3, 5 or 6 or 7 or 8. So 6, 5 and 8 are possible. So 5 and 6 are over here, BD. And 7 and 8 are DF. So BCD are possible. 4 is not one of the flows. So the right answer is option A, 4. Third question is the flow through the pipelines connected to 9. That is not part of the question. I keep reading that. So if the flow through the pipeline BD is 5, then the minimum possible capacity of tank E is, if this is 5, this is 4, this is 6. So then E at least has to be 6 kiloliters because it is storing 6 kiloliters. So the minimum possible capacity of tank E is 6 kiloliters. And then the last question is the total amount of water flowing through the reservoir in A is, that is 9 plus 1 plus 9, that is 19. So as you could see, easy set, but it required this basic understanding of inflow is equal to outflow plus storage. If you understand that, actually even more complicated sets are also possible. So just remember, this is how you should go about it. We directly use the network diagram to solve it. We didn't make a table. But if the number of roots are low and if needed, draw the table as such. So I'll be giving that as a hint and I'll be giving you the next set soon. So I hope you guys are ready. and I'll be trying to answer some of the questions that you have posted over here. So guys, be ready for the next set. Also, those who have not already liked the stream, I see a lot of people on our site as well as on YouTube. So guys, please like the stream and please share the stream with whoever is preparing for CAT. It motivates us quite a lot when you guys like the stream. So please like the stream, and we'll be working, trying to do more of these as such. So 3 CD as well. So somebody else, 9 minus 6 is 3. Yeah, so this is that is basically over here. That is, if x is 5 or 6, 9 minus x will be 4 or 3. That's the whole thing, that this is either 4 or 3. The hyphenation indicates which case. So case 1 is 5. If it is 5, then this is 4, this is 7, and this is 13, and this is 6. If it is 6, it is 3, 8, 5, and 14. Okay. Hi Gokul, can you please try to go over to YouTube to do that? I don't think you can like on this. So please head over and please like the stream. It helps us quite a bit when it comes to motivating us to hold more of these streams. And with that, I'll be posting the next set. I hope all of you guys are ready. Big hint, use the network diagram when possible, but if the number of routes are possible are low and you have to do a lot of calculation post on the routes, a table would be more useful. Okay, so let's get ready, and I'll be answering whatever questions you have in this upcoming now that we have the time. Okay, so best of luck guys. I hope all of you are able to solve this. So I'm not sure what you meant, Sumyarup. 6 is also a repetition. I meant there are 2 possibilities for the 6 is not a repetition. Okay, you meant over here. So where is 6 as such? So 6 would be over here you had 9, here you had 3. It's not that it has to be unique across the one tank is not connected to 2 pipes which have the same flow. So even if this is 6, okay, it's fine because D is not connected. D is only connected to 6 ones. C is connected to 6. So you can't have 6 over this. So here you can have 7 or 8 based on whether this is 6 or 5. So there is no repetition for a given tank as such. F can't be connected to 2 pipes having 6. D can't be connected to 2 pipes having 6. But D can have 1 6 and C can have 1 6 without violating the condition. Okay. So Nalin is saying I feel I can crack CAT, but I'm feeling demotivated. I don't know why. So this basically is also like the anxiety of the upcoming event. Don't worry, Nalin. Just keep working through this period of like pressure, anxiety, and nerves. Essentially, this is where your character is established, right? Everybody is feeling the pressure, everybody is feeling the heat, and everybody is anxious. The ones who, it's not that you should not feel the pressure or feel demotivated at some days. Everybody has motivation levels that vary. The point is that you shouldn't let it stop you from preparing. Whether you're feeling good on a particular day, whether you're feeling bad on a particular day, it shouldn't stop you from putting in your 3 hours every single day. That is what you should remember, that the amount of effort you put in is what you have in your hands. So that should not vary ever. You should put in your effort. If you do well in a mock, you analyze it good. If you do poorly in a mock also, you analyze it. It is even more important in that case to analyze it, that what went wrong. Which questions could you have done well? Which questions you could have done in a different way. So all of that, whether you feel anxious, whether you feel motivated, demotivated, what is in your hands is how you can respond to that, and make sure that you respond in a positive way where you take that and you continue to put in the efforts. Okay, I see a lot of people have started answering it. I hope you guys are able to answer this also. Essentially, if you guys are able to answer this correctly, I would feel that any kind of roots and networks question that comes, I'm sure most of you will be able to answer. This is exactly CAT level. So if you're able to solve this, I'm fairly certain you will be able to solve any CAT level question when it comes to this. This is not, what do I mean by exact CAT level? This is a past CAT level question. So I'm sure you'll be, this is actual so you should be able to solve this. So I hope you guys are on this set and okay, Saurabh, see, go to cracku.in/live. The test is live over there and you should be able to see there the questions. You should click on that. The questions are being posted there and you can take it in the test format there. Viewing it on the video is slightly difficult because as you can see, this is a long so seeing the entire portion will be difficult on the video. Go over to cracku.in/live. There you will be able to see the entire this. So just go over to cracku.in/live. Okay, here is the diagram and here is the rest of the content. If you guys are watching this video not live but later in the recorded format, still head over to cracku.in/live. There you can see this link for live sessions. So you can see even the previous live session. So if you're seeing this in the recorded form on YouTube 2 or 3 days later also, you can still see the questions that are posted and still take them or attempt them as a test. So Diksha is saying, ma'am, my accuracy in VA and DILR is very low. Please suggest how to improve. See Diksha, for VARC you need a lot of practice for RC now. So you have to focus on improving RC accuracy. I hope you are doing active reading, which is basically reading a paragraph, writing down the main point, reading a paragraph, writing down the main point. Just do that every single day. Try to do 2 RCs, 3 RCs. And same with LRDI also. Every day you need to now put in 2 LRDIs, 3 LRDIs. Now try to identify what are the types of sets you are comfortable with. So I know that okay, I'm comfortable with certain types of sets. I'm comfortable with table based DIs. I'm comfortable with arrangement questions. I'm comfortable with questions that involve scheduling. I'm not particularly comfortable with enumeration type puzzles because I tend to make mistakes there. Sometimes with enumeration type puzzles, if I am under a time crunch, I can fail to consider a particular case and then the entire solution goes wrong. So that is the kind of thing that you should know. What are you good at? And try to practice more from those types so that those become your strengths as such. This Sirius is asking, is this beneficial for bank PO? Bank PO is slightly on the easier side, but much of what is actually required for CAT, that would help you considerably in bank exams also. As you said, it was slightly on the harder side. And in the at any given year, you can expect like 70 to 80% of CAT level. So if you're preparing for CAT level, it will be easier for you to do bank PO kind of exams. I don't know if you need the exact RC level, but LRDI will definitely help. It has a lot of Einstein's puzzles and even arrangement questions, so that would definitely help as such. Vikas is saying that he just recently started preparing how to maximize the score in the remaining days. Now, Vikas, you don't have the luxury of having months of preparation, but now you have to be smart about how you use the last half a month or 20 days that you have. So what you should essentially do is start taking a mock every 4 or 5 days and post the mock, analyze which questions you got right and which questions you got wrong. Before the mock, revise all the formulas, geometry, arithmetic, algebra, revise all formulas that are there, and in every mock figure out which questions you were able to solve, which questions you were not able to solve, which formulas you didn't know, which concepts you didn't know. Then you can quickly go through those particular videos. If you see our videos, our concept videos have the concepts at the start, and we also give you a list of questions just below. So what you can do is quickly go through the concepts, the formulas, etc. explanation, then see, can I solve the questions that are there in the concept video? If you can, move on. Don't waste too much time going through all the entire concept video. The point should be that you should be able to understand and solve questions using that particular concept as such. Now, once you have done that, just now let the starting point be your mock preparation. So your mock should tell you, okay, which concepts you know, which concepts you don't know. Each mock will give you information of what are your strengths and what are your weaknesses, which areas you know, which areas you don't know, which types of sets you are able to solve, which type of sets you are not able to solve, which RCs are you comfortable with, which RC questions you are comfortable with. Whatever you are not able to solve, just focus on correcting or remedying that situation. Essentially, this is now a kind of a backward logic that we are using, where instead of going like, okay, we'll do all proper preparation and then take the mock test, you're taking the mock test and doing problem fixing or bug solving because you are short on time. I'm able to do 3 RCs and summaries only. If I try to attempt the 4th RC, my overall accuracy falls down as I'm marking wrong options without giving much time. Ankit, in that case, I would suggest that 3 RCs is okay, but you should at least then complete all VA, not just the summaries. Try to figure out how, if you can squeeze in at least PJ and OOC. 4th RC, if you're not able to squeeze in, that's fine, but at least finish 3 RCs plus VA. That should be your target as such. I hope you guys are not experiencing any lag. I hope that I'm visible and clear. Just let me know if you guys have any issues in the stream as such. Also, guys who have not liked the stream, those who are on cracku.in/live, please open the YouTube video and please like it. It would mean a lot to us to have a lot of likes. It helps us reach more students and it essentially helps us have more of these streams as such. So please like this stream. And if you guys have not started taking dash cats regularly, make sure you take 1 dash cat every single weekend. On Sunday during your slot time, you should be taking a dash cat. So if you are in the second slot, make sure that every 12:30 you are in this habit of sitting and taking this. If you are in the first slot, it's extremely important that you start from now on only getting up early, getting up by 7. Having your mind fully mentally awake by 8:30. So you should not be that, okay, you just get up and you sit and start taking the mock at 8:30. You should wake up at 7 so that you're wide awake by 8:30. And 8:30 you are like completely on to give your mock, and you should take every single mock from now on in your slot itself, okay? Especially very, very important for those guys who are in the first slot, and especially if you're not used to waking up early. A lot of people will struggle on the day because they have not fully woken up or their mind is not used to thinking that early in the morning. Okay, so please make sure that you get used to that schedule as such. So let's see how people have done. And okay, 43 seconds left. A lot of people have solved the questions properly. So I hope most of you are able to solve these. And good to see actually a lot of students are able to solve these kind of sets. Just remember, this is the kind of sets you can expect. And knowing how to solve these quickly also makes a huge difference. Roots and networks can be a time sink. With each question has to be calculated separately. So knowing how to solve them quickly, figuring out where you can save time is also very important. So this is basically one of the aspects that you have to focus on in things like this. This is again, like roots and networks is another name for enumeration. You have to enumerate all the cases, all the roots, and figure out all the cases as such to find out the best root. Now in such cases, wherever you can save a little bit of time makes all the difference. Okay, so I think time is done. Most of you guys have gotten even this correct, so I'm happy to know that. So the first question I think most people got correct. The second slightly accuracy drop, but that's okay. This I think the fourth question in this set was where a lot of people struggled. And the fifth question, I think people were not able to get to, because ultimately what happens is in each of these questions, you have to calculate separately. In like the first 2-3 questions, you are able to calculate, but by the fourth and fifth question, you run out of time. But that's still okay, because it gives you an idea of how to actually, where you could have saved time. Let's try to take a look like where you could have actually saved time. But firstly, I would congratulate Chandni and Dipanshu. Well done, both of you who have done exceedingly well in this. Exactly, Abhishek is saying, that's exactly right. This wasn't hard, but it was time consuming. This is an actual CAD set, and I can easily imagine people under that pressure and under the nervousness spending like 20 minutes on this set. That would have been like catastrophic. So you have to make sure that easy sets like this, you don't trip up by spending too much time on it. So as far as possible, try to save time and make sure you don't mess up by spending unnecessary amount of time calculating things that you don't need to do. Okay, so well done Dipanshu and Chandni, and let's try to see where how we could have solved this set quickly. Okay, let's see the set. A significant amount of traffic flows from point S to T in a one-way street network. So very nicely it is a one-way street network. So we have to just consider from like each of the in the direction of the arrows as such. Points A, B, C and D are junctions in the network, and arrows mark the direction of traffic flow. The fuel cost in rupees for traveling along the street is indicated by the number adjacent to the arrow representing the street. So again, cost is directly given. Sometimes they add this additional thing that, okay, distance is given, time is given, and you have to calculate cost on the basis of a formula. Now in this case, cost is directly given. If it is not given, in that network diagram, draw it on your sheet, and in the diagram itself, just put comma and put like, okay, this is the 11, if 9 kilometers and 2 hours, the cost is, using the formula, the cost is 11. So you put the cost as you calculate on the diagram itself. It's important to do that so that you don't waste too much time doing it. Motorists are traveling from point S to T would obviously take the route for which the total cost of traveling is minimum. If 2 or more routes have the same least travel cost, then motorists are indifferent between them. Hence, the traffic gets evenly distributed among all the least cost routes. So, if there are 3 routes which are equally least cost, then it will get 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. So, it's by route and it's not by junction. So, essentially, if a very important part over here. So, if say SAT, SBCT and SBAT are all equally low cost routes, all will be 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, which means that SA will get 1/3 of the traffic and SB will get 2/3 of the traffic. So you have to remember that it is being distributed equally by route, the entire route, and not by the individual roads as such. Okay. The government can control the flow of traffic only by levying appropriate toll at each junction. For example, if a motorist takes the route SAT, then the total cost of travel would be rupees 14, that is 9 plus 5, plus the toll charged at junction A. If the government wants to ensure all motorists traveling from S to T to pay the same amount, fuel costs and tolls combined, regardless of the route they choose, and the street from B to C is under repairs, hence unusable, then a feasible toll of set of toll charge at A, B, C, D respectively to achieve this goal is how much? So you have the tolls at A, B, C, D, and you have to figure out which one will give you equal amount, or like each route will cost the same amount as such. Now how many routes are there? You have SAT, SBAT, SBCT, SDCT, SDT. So how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 routes. Now you have 5 routes and you have to calculate the amount for each one of them. So it actually makes sense to actually make a table, because it's not a whole number of routes as such. So you have SAT, SBAT, SBCT, SDCT and SDT, right? SDCT and SDT, yeah. Now in these cases, what is going to change is after you apply your tolls, the total cost will change. But what is the base cost for all of these? The base cost is the SAT is 9 plus 5, that is 14. SBAT is 2 plus 2 plus 5, so that is 9. So this is 14, this is 9. This is how much? This is 7, 10 and this is 13. So without any tolls, which would be the route that would be used? Only SBCT will be used because it's the lowest cost route. But now we want essentially that BC is under repair. So we have to make sure that this and this have final cost of all of these routes is equal based on the toll that you charge on ABCD, and the tolls are given. Now if you use this, the easiest way I would actually suggest is consider each option and try to find out whether the total cost in each of those cases is equal. So consider 2532. If I add, whenever I find a contradiction, I'll stop immediately. So if this is 2532, this will be 16. This is plus 7, so 16. SDCT, so that is plus 5. So this is 15, not equal. I'll stop over here. Doesn't matter anymore because I want equal through all of them, all of those 4 roots. Okay. So because of that, I'll stop over here because this is not giving me the required answer. Second is 0, 5, 3, 2. So if it is 0, 5, 3, 2, this is 14. This is 14. 5 plus 5, so plus 2, so this is 15. Not equal, so I can stop right here. Now the third one is 1, 5, 3, 2. So this would be 15. This is 15. This is 15. This is DCT, so plus 5, so this is also 15. As you can see, all of the 4 roots that we need to be equal are equal in 1532. So if that is the case, 1532 serves our purpose. I would actually stop answering right, like considering the options right now, because I get a final answer with this one. And I see that 1532 gives me the right amount for like each one of them becomes 15 for this particular set. Now 2, 3, 5, 1 and 1, 3, 5, 1 you can try to solve, but essentially it doesn't matter because 1532 gives you the answer. Now let's take a look at the next question. Okay, so the next question is, I'll just remove this. Okay, if the government wants to ensure that no traffic flows on the state from D to T while equal amount of traffic flows through junctions A and C, then the feasible toll for A, B, C, D is how much? Now I want equal traffic through A and C and nothing between D and T. So this should be 0. So this part should be 0 and between A and T should be equal. See, if you consider this as 1, A coming once, A coming once, C coming once, C coming once. So for the remaining 4 routes, A comes twice, C comes twice. So if each of them get equal flow, you will have A and C having the same flow. That is half-half. Even if you have like 1 of A and 1 of C, even then it will be half-half. So basically what you should have is that the final configuration should be such that one of these 2 should either be better and one of these 2 should be of the same this, or all 4 should be same. That is the only way in which you can ensure that both of them have the same amount of traffic flowing through. So if one of SBAT and SAT is good and one of SBCT and SDCT is good, then junctions A and C have the same traffic, or all 4 have the same level, then again also they have the same traffic. So with that in mind, and SDT should be the worst one. So SDT should not get any traffic at all. Now with that, let us consider the case of 1533. If it is 1533, this becomes 15 plus 6, 15, 3 plus 6, SDT, so plus 3, this is 16, and SDCT would be plus 6, so this is 16, and BCT would be 8, so this is 15. But in this case, A is getting, there are 2 routes of A which are good and 1 route of C which is good. So A will get 2/3, C will get 1/3, so this is not the right option. Now consider 1443. If you consider 1443, how much would it be? 15 plus 5, 14, then 3 would be 16, then you have SBCT would be 8, so 15 and plus 7, so 17. So over here, all traffic will go through only SBAT, which will be basically only through junction A, so it will not be equal traffic as such. Now you have, I hope everybody is able to understand or follow me till now. Just let me know if you are not able to follow how I am solving, because then I will just stop for a minute. How do you add 15, 16 and 15? Okay Shivani, basically what I am doing is that, in this case, okay, I have 1443, right? So SAT has only this one. So I add 1 to 14 to get 15. SBAT has both of these, so that is 1 plus 4, so I add 5, 5 to 9 I get 14. SBCT I have to add B and C, which is basically 4 plus 4, that is 8, 8 to 7, so I get 15. So basically I am quickly doing this mental calculation where here I have to add only A, here I have to add, so only the first value, here I have to add A and B values, junction values, here I have to add B and C junction values, here I have to add C and D junction values and only D junction value. So in this case, I have to consider only the 4th value, which is 3. In this case, C and D I have to consider the last 2 values, B and C middle 2 values, B and A first 2 values, and A only the first value. So that is basically how I'm calculating. Okay, I hope it is clear. Anybody who has any issues following, I hope you are able to understand this. Can we take 4 variables as toll cost at each junction and then solve? Would it be better and less time consuming than considering the options? Essentially, there are multiple options possible because you have, you can consider the relationship between them. That is also the case where you can say that if this is 14, 9, 7, 10 and 13, you can consider that, okay, this has to be 5 more, this has to be 4 more. But the reason why I'm solving this way is because when the relationship changes slightly, the options are remaining the same across the questions. So if I already have the options in front of me, even if the question changes slightly, I can still solve quickly. So you will see that in the remaining questions also, these options are repeated. That's why I'm solving in this particular way. So if this is 1443, again I get A is getting all of this. 1542. Over here, how much do I get? This is 15 plus 6, 15 plus 2, 15. If this is 15, 15, 15, it's definitely S dt is not going to be dead. So I can eliminate it right here. 0, 5, 2, 3. 0, 5, 2, 3. And in this case, you have 14, 14, 3, 16. C and D 5 plus 15 and BC would be 7, so that would be 14. So you would get 2 times as much traffic through A than through T. So again D is also gone. So last A has to be right. So that would be 0, 5, 2, 2, but I'll still check. So this would be 14, 14. This will be 15. This will be 7. So this is 14. This will be DCT would be CD, so 4, so this will be 14. So as you can see, all of these 4 are of equal value, which is 14. So they'll see, all 4 will see same amount of traffic. So A and C will get the same amount of traffic. SDT, which is at 15, will get 0 traffic. So both conditions are met. So the right answer is 0522. Now let's consider the third question. If the government wants to ensure that all tourists from S to T get the same amount of traffic, then a feasible set of toll charge from A, B, C, D respectively to get this goal is, see again, if you consider 0522, it won't be the same value because SDT is 15. So I can eliminate this. 0541, did I do this? 0541 I have not done. 1533 I have done, which is also 15, 15, 15, 16, 16. So A and C are gone. 1532 I am getting, this is 15, 15, 15. What would be the value over here for BC? BC would be plus 8, so again 15. So 1532 would satisfy for even BC. So all the values will be 15 or equal in this particular set of this. So 1532 gives me the answer over here also. So this would be the right answer. Now I can solve for 1542 and 0541. But I know that 1532 is satisfying the condition, so I'd rather stop over here. Hey, hello. Okay. Sorry, just call me after like 15 minutes. Sorry. Are you guys able to see me? I'm just sorry about this. I think there was a lag as such. Ankush is asking, what do you mean by equal traffic in junction A and C? See, 2 of these routes go through A, 2 of these routes go through C, which means that if, as I said, okay, if there are the routes are going to be divided equally. So if you have 3 routes, I think Maruti, this is 1 second, just give me 2 minutes. Okay, so just as I said, what do we mean by equal flow through A and C? Basically, if you have say SAT and sorry about that. So if you have SAT and SBCT, okay, if these are the 2 lowest value routes, all the half of the traffic will go through A, half of the traffic will go through B and C. So A and C will get the same amount of traffic go through. So it's basically split according to routes. So half of the traffic will go through B, half will go through C, half will go through A. So A and C junction will get the same traffic as such. So that is what is being meant by equal traffic as such. So in this particular case, let's consider the case over here, which is that we have this we have to consider that ensure evenly distributed along this from S to D. So we saw that 1532 was giving the answer over here, where we are seeing all of them are equal as such. Now let's consider the fourth question. Oh, this is the fourth question. I think we had this one. No, this is S to T and gets the same traffic. Okay, so in this case, government wants to ensure that the traffic from S to A gets evenly distributed along streets from S to A, S to B, S to D. Then a feasible source of this is how much? See, over here you have to consider that S to A gets the same traffic, S to B gets the same traffic, S to D gets the same traffic. So essentially all of these nodes should get 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. So that means that if you consider SBAT and SBCT, okay, if it is this part should get 1/3, this part should get 1/3, and this part should get 1/3. So essentially, if you have SBAT plus SBCT should together get 1/3, SDCT and SDT should together get 1/3. In that case, basically, we should either have like both can't together get 1/3, right? If they are both equal value, that would mean that each of them will get 1/5, 1/5, 1/5 each. So B will get 2/5 of the traffic. So SB will get 2/5 of the traffic, which means that one of SBAT and one of SBCT should not work. One of SDCT and one of SDT should not work. So essentially one of these two should not work. One of these two should not work, and SAT should be the topmost value. So now based on that, which would work? So 0541, if I consider, let us consider 0541. Have I already calculated this? No. So 0541, you would get 14, 14, 9. So that would be 16. You have SDT would be 14, and this is plus 5, so 15. So over here, one of these doesn't work, one of these doesn't work. So this actually fits, okay? 0541 will give you the equal value through A, B and D as such. So this will give you the requisite condition. Again, you can consider 0522, we just calculated. In 0522, you would get 1/4 going through SA, you would have half going through SB and 1/4 going through SD. So the condition will not be met in 0522. In 1533 also we did over here 15, 15, 15, which would mean 1/3 goes through SA and 2/3 goes through SB. So if you see all of the other conditions, the value that you have 1/3 from SA, 1/3 from SB, 1/3 from SD doesn't get met. The only place it gets met is with 0541. So that is why I am actually using this method, because it makes solving the next questions easier. Let's consider the last question that we have. That is, the government wants to devise a toll policy such that the total cost to the commuters per trip is minimized. So essentially the policy should ensure that not more than 70% of the total traffic passes through junction B. The cost incurred by the commuter traveling from point S to point T under this would be, if without any toll, what would be the minimum cost? If you are minimizing the cost, you would pass everything through SBCT, which is at 7, but then you don't want more than 70% to pass through B. The next one is 9. Okay, if you put it at 9 and you put some toll at C, like at 2 rupees, so both will be 9, and again you will have 50-50 go through, but 100% will go through B still, because both of these values, SBT and SBCT, are both going through B as such. So still 100% is going to go through B. So even if the price is at 9, it still means that B is getting 100% of the traffic. Now you have to get either SAT or SDCT or SDT some traffic. So the next cheapest route is which one? Which is this 10. So essentially we should figure out in a way where SDCT gets some traffic, SBAT gets some traffic, SBCT gets some traffic. So 1/3 should go over here, 1/3 should go over here, 1/3 should go over here. Then B will get 2/3 of the traffic, which is 66%, and it would satisfy the given condition. So what would you do? I would say that DNC has 0 cost. So DNC at 0 cost would mean that this would mean that, or rather I would say that DNC is 0 cost, or rather I will say that let this be half and this is half. So if DNC are 0 cost, this would be 10, and if BSA of cost B is cost, say 3 rupees. If B is of cost 3 rupees, this becomes 12, this becomes 10. So half will go through SBCT, half will go through SDCT, and our condition is being satisfied. So the minimum cost, that if you're minimizing the cost, that is 10, so that at least some route is opened up other than the one going through B. So what if commuters are traveling from S to point T under this policy, the minimum cost would be rupees 10. So as you can see, once you had this cost structure in front of you in this table, the options were kind of repeated. So once you did the work for the first 2 questions, answering the remaining 3 questions became easier. If you had equations, you had to again consider the equations independently for each of the questions again and again. Having the table in front of you made it easier to do the remaining questions rather than the equation thing. The equation worked well for the first question, but not so well for the remaining 3 questions as such. Okay, so this is okay. How is 1/3 or 1/8 calculated in this one? 8. See, basically over here, if you have 1/3, you have to have equal go through SA, SC, SB and SD, right? So 1/3 has to go through SA, so 1/3 has to go through SAT, that is the only path as such. Then 1/3 has to go through SB. Now if there are 2 paths, so only one should be chosen. 1/3 should go through SD, so there are 2 paths, only one should be chosen. So 1/3 will occur if one optimum path is SAT, one optimum path is either SBAT or SBCT, and one optimum path is either SDT or SDCT. That is basically how you actually calculate the best option that actually satisfies the given condition. So this is basically how you solve this question. As you could see, once you had that cost structure, it became easier to actually calculate and solve. Now that you know how to solve these kind of things, either via table or by the network diagram, it is going to take some practice. So guys, please practice these types of problems. There are a lot of such problems in our study room, and the more you will practice, the better you will have a handle on this particular topic. So thank you guys so much for joining us, and thank you guys for joining us today, and I hope to see you again on the next stream. So thank you guys.